Hey, Professor, I want to talk to you briefly about copyrights, public domain, and fair use. So, copyright was passed into law as early as as early as 1790, and now it has been enacted ever since 1976 in Title 17. And Title 17 is basically the copyrights, wherein it just kind of specifically narrowed down information about what is considered to be copyright and how long a person has for their information or their creative works expires. And it's anywhere between um, nine, it's anywhere between like 90 to 120 years before something is not copywritten anymore. Once it expires, it goes into public domain. But for the sake of knowing what copyrights is, um, copyrights are anything that is in a tangible form, whether it's video games, books, computer softwares, choreographs, manuscripts, anything that's in a tangible form can be copywritten. Once the copywriter has the once a person becomes a copywriter, or once a person has the copyrights to their work, they can do anything. They can reproduce, they can distribute, they can do public performances, they can put their stuff in exhibitions, they can like display it, anything like that. They can do anything. They can make derivative works. Derivative works are is when a person like have a book and they turn it into a movie, or they go have like apparel or something like that. They can just turn one idea and make different ideas out of it. They can change it any way they want to. That's derivative works. um, Copyright and patents are also a form of copyrights as well. You have to register your trademark. Trademarks are like any kind of logo that you can identify to a company or a person or a brand or anything like that. McDonald's, you have the golden arches, or Nike, you have the check sign or the swoosh. It easily identifies a person, a brand, or a company. So that's what a trademark is, basically a logo. And patents are basically dealing with medicine and stuff. It was a guy who was named Mr. Martin. I forgot his last name is Shirley or Shirley or something, and he had a patent to the EpiPen, and the EpiPen is basically a pen for people that have allergies, and he has a patent to that, and he can do anything he want with it. And he was recently in the media for actually jumping up the prices from $2 all the way up to $600. So um, people that have patents, they can do anything they want. You know, people that have trademarks, they can do whatever they want. People that have copyrights, they can do whatever they want because it's their idea. And so um, it goes to my next of public use or public domain. Once your patent, your copyrights, or your trademark, trademarks are a little different. That's like yours for life, but patents and copyrights, once that expires, it goes into public domain. Public domain is like fair game. People that didn't re register their invention or their idea or anything like that, it goes into public domain. History, you can find history facts in public domain. You can find measurements and public listings in public domain. That means anybody can use it. And so it's very good to know that you do have an expiration, but it's a long, long time. and anything that's before 1923 is public domain as well. I also learned about the birthday song. The birthday song is not public domain. It is actually owned now by the Warner Brothers, but it was actually a time when people were sued, like restaurants was sued because that's a place of business and they are getting a profit and they're singing the birthday song, and the people who created it didn't get a profit from it, from them singing the song. So now, like, you can like notice that when your birthday come up and people sing the song, they have their own twist to it. They don't really sing the birthday song. It's because it's not public domain. I learned that. Um, Fair use is in an academic setting 9 times out of 10, and that basically gives the right to quote certain facts that someone had said, and you giving them credit. It's in a small portion. You can't quote everything, but you have to give credit. Criticism, stuff like that, to a particular work you can do, but you have to cite your sources. So you have to give credit to where credit is due, or else you can get into a lot of trouble. Like I said, people have went to jail. People have been sued for money because they didn't give credit to where credit is due. A lot of times you see samples in music. They're if they don't pay the people who created it, that's called stealing, and they can actually get sued. Pharrell, Biz Markie, Jay Z, a lot of people do sampling, and if they don't pay the person that they got the samples from, that's considered to be stealing. So just know that if you got the idea from somewhere, to just give credit to them, because it's they, whoever the inventor or the author is, or the creator, you need to just cite them, or just give them what is entitled to them, because they came up with that particular medium. So that's basically it. Thank you for telling me and showing me about copyrights, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.